This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 594.
I program my own computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. We have the technology.
Why, hello everybody, this is Adam Silby, host of the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events. We have one WordCamp next weekend. WordCamp Masaka down in, or up in, wherever you happen to be. For me, it's down in Uganda, July 18th and 19th. Sounds like a great time. Website looks great. Sessions look nice. Anyway, if you're in that part of the world and you can make it, you should by all means attend. All right, moving on. Segment one in the news. Only one thing to talk about here. This was put out by PatchStack. Apparently, malware was found in an official Gravity Forms plugin, which was indicating, or is it indicative of a supply chain breach? So PatchStack has a full write-up on this, what it means, the initial discovery, the analysis of the malware via updates, how it got there, et cetera, in the conclusion. But first and foremost, if you're running Gravity Forms, you're going to want to update. If you haven't already, go ahead and do that. I did that on like 30 sites already right when I saw this and took care of it. And you can read all about it as well. Link in the show notes to that if you're interested in reading about it as well. So yeah, that's it in the news. I'm pretty sure, double checking here. Yeah, that's it in the news. All right, moving on to segment two, the meat potatoes of this week's episode. So this week I'm diving into the bit of a sales angle, specifically paying others to get you sales, but not a salesperson, more specifically having an affiliate program and whether it makes sense for you to have it for your business. So let's start with the basics. What is an affiliate? Well, it's pretty basic. Just think of it like turning your happiest clients or your customers or your fans into your little sales team, but without the awkwardness of, having people reach out for you as cold calls or an awkward networking event, because it doesn't work that same way, right? So if you're an agency, this is a great way to reward folks who already love your work, maybe a past client who's always sending you leads, or a freelancer that you collaborate with regularly. And instead of just saying thanks, you can now say thanks, and here's a commission, okay? For product companies, similar process. You might be selling a digital download, an online course, a physical good, or software, etc. And affiliate programs let you harness that power of that community. Think bloggers, influencers, YouTubers, everyday users who can authentically share your offerings. These people already talk about you. Now just give them a reason to keep going and continue that conversation, and they get a commission too. The key, of course, is to be transparent. I say it here all the time when I have sponsors or I share a link that's an affiliate. I mention that, right? And I get a commission on that. But it does not raise the price of the product to the buyer, okay? So now, diving into some solutions for you. If you're thinking about having an affiliate program, there's a couple different ways to go about it. You can just do all WordPress, or you can do a SaaS model. I'm going to talk about three opportunities in each way, starting with WordPress. So there's a couple plugins here, obviously. First and foremost, Affiliate WP. It's one of the OGs, the originals of the WordPress affiliate programs. It's super robust. It's well supported, built by a great team that was behind the Easy Digital Downloads company as well. It does integrate seamlessly with WooCommerce, MemberPress, Lifter LMS, and others, making it really good for more complex setups. Now, the downside is it can get expensive once you start layering some premium add-ons, and it might be overkill for some really simple needs. It is enterprise ready, it's super reliable, and I know a lot of people use it. Actually, I still have my license. I'm grandfathered into an old price, and it keeps renewing every year. I was going to cancel it, but I figured, let me hold it one more year. It was tied into my Concierge WP agency, and it still is technically, to where if I got a referral, if people wanted to send business in, I could have that system in place. Specifically, I was going to use it for the ongoing web care and packages for support that I offer. But I'm not really using it right now. It's not that active. So I am thinking about repurposing it, and I can take it off of Concierge. I can put it over a Run Adam Run. I can put it over the Runner Guide. Anywhere I want to put it, I can. I have a single user license, single site, so not a big deal there. But I still do own it. I still do like it. It works really well. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna do with my version of it. So Affiliate WP, OG. Another one out there is Slice WP. It's some people think it's more sleek, more modern cousin of Affiliate WP. a bit leaner, maybe easier to get started with if you're newer to this type of thing with affiliate managements and whatnot. It does support WooCommerce. It's popular, and other popular membership plugins. Its dashboard's really easy to use. You won't quite get as many bells and whistles, but you may not need all that. So Slice WP is more than enough for many people. It's just that sweet spot of functionality without a lot of extra things and bloat, if you will. Okay. And lastly, in the WordPress space is Yith. Yith WooCommerce affiliates. If you're already using the Yith, I think it's how you say it, YITH. They have like Yith themes. They have some other plugins, wish list, product filters, etc. This affiliate plugin, it's a natural fit. If you're already using their tools, it's pretty going to fit right in for you. It's built for Woo with all the basic features, referral tracking, commission settings, manual payouts. However, I've seen some things online. The interface can be a little outdated by some. I don't know exactly because I don't use it on a day-to-day basis, any stretch there. So, it's really budget friendly. It's a good option, right? If you're deep into that ETH ecosystem, it might be worth looking at. Now, moving over to a SaaS-based affiliate program. Again, SaaS stands for Software as a Service, just in case you don't know. And full disclosure here, I have not used any of these products in production. I've never had a reason to so far. But from my research and checking out demos and watching some other videos online, these seem to be relatively popular, but there are so many out there as well. So your mileage may vary. You may have different experiences. I'm not saying you need to go check these out necessarily, but keep these in mind if you're going down this path. The first one is actually called First Promoter. It's especially great, I guess, based on what I've read, that if you are running a membership business, need recurring commissions, and it's a Stripe first integration, it's really solid in that way. And it does include automations for upgrades and downgrades and cancellations, which some of the WordPress plugins can and have struggled with in the past. But in this case, First Promoter has no problem with that. You can also connect it to your CRM or a payment stack via native integrations or a third-party service like Zapier. The downside, it's not that cheap, right? So, and it may not be ideal for physical products or one-off purchases. So again, just kind of your mileage may vary there. The one that I found after that is called Rewardful. This looks really super clean. It's relatively easy to use, again, from their docs. It's built, again, for Stripe users specifically, which makes it a great tool for creators who sell courses, membership, or coaching. Setup looked relatively fast, and you can get decent customizations on affiliate dashboards without needing a developer. So pretty cool that way as well. And one of the things I saw in that ecosystem was if you live in that ecosystem, it's a no-brainer because it's really good for solopreneurs and indie content makers. All right. Lastly, the one I found here was called Reversion, which I think is a weird name, but nonetheless, it's more full-featured enterprise-style affiliate program. It's really good if you're running a larger store working with multiple affiliate tiers or a team. It integrates with Shopify, WooCommerce, and has what some people consider like an Amazon-style workflow. It's also really solid in analytics and link tracking. And if you want deeper reporting, that's what its strength is. On the flip side, it's totally overkill for small operations, and the price can ramp up pretty quickly. So, and lastly, I just thought of this one off the top of my head. I just remember ShareASale. That's a huge program out there as well. I'm a part of that. I just realized that. I'm thinking that's the top of my head here versus my show notes. But ShareASale is one of the bigger ones that you could also sign up with as well. But some people don't like their interface, and it is dated. I'm not going to lie. I'm in there probably once a quarter. I'm like, dang, this is really just has not been updated in a very long time. All right. So when to consider a SaaS over a plugin? Well, SaaS affiliate tools are really good if you're not 100% tied to WordPress. Okay. And again, a lot of us these days are diverging and kind of moving out of WordPress or kind of playing both sides of the coin. Some of the content out there on the interwebs indicate that these SaaS models have a deeper integration with Stripe, CRMs, and email marketing platforms like, let's say, Pipedrive or HubSpot, or the email marketing maybe OmniSend, MailerLite, Aweber, all the what's the new one? Kit. It used to be, Kit. So I'm confident that, with that being said, that those in WordPress those using WordPress can handle those integrations just as easily if you know what you're doing, just as much as these, as they say they can't, I think they can. That's what I'm trying to say here. Use Zapier, use Make, use Uncanny Automator. So can they tie into integrations? I think they can. There's been so much in that space of integrating tools and services and software inside of WordPress that I don't think that should be the reason you switch or leave the ecosystem altogether. But in my mind, I really don't. It might take a little bit. It might be a couple more steps to figure it out, but you own more control if you're using a WordPress plugin versus going to a third party, and you might save money too. Just so you keep that in mind. Keep your budgets. Spend what you need when you need it, not any more than you should. Right? That's a thought. I think it's a good idea. Anyway, all right. So wrapping things up here. The biggest benefit with affiliate programs, you pay someone only when a sale is made. You don't have to pay them, a weekly or monthly or any, stipend or anything. You only pay out when a sale is made, right? There's no wasted ad spend. There's no guessing whether your marketing is working. It's just performance-based sales. I refer someone to you. They use my link. I get a commission. And that makes it a smart move for smaller businesses who really just want to grow without gambling on the budget, right? It builds trust. Because when someone recommends your product, it carries more weight than an ad really ever could. It's word of mouth. It's upgradable. It's I like to call it upgradable word of mouth marketing, right? Because it's trackable. So there you go. If you're using an affiliate program that's working, or you've tried a few that haven't worked, let me know what they are. We'll get some feedback on that from the audience out there. All right, that's it for this week's episode. Let me move on to segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This one's a book. I don't do a lot of books here. Maybe I have in the past. I don't recall. Anyway, most recently, I'm reading a book called Stolen Focus. Ironically enough, because I think we all could use a little bit better time management and focus with our brains. This book is fascinating on how all these apps and things we use these days are purpose-driven to keep us, our eyes engaged and kind of frustrated as well with the world. So check it out if you want. I'm reading it. I'm going to be done by the time, I should be done by the time this comes out. Maybe not. I'm about halfway through. So anyway, link in the show notes. It's written by the author who is it? Johan Hari. So yeah, it's a good book so far. I'm enjoying it. Check it out. All right, that's it for this week's episode. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@kitchensinkwp.com, or use that speak pipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, you can become a Patreon. That'd be great. You could buy me a coffee. Links in the show notes as well on the website. If you want to sponsor the show, you can do that. There's a form that you need to fill out. I'll get back to you. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right? Bye-bye.